And before we end this edition of the news, a recap of the top stories. On the second leg of his dialogue with the People tour, President Jammeh has reiterated his call for young people to be involved more actively in nation building. Trust Bank Gambia Limited has delivered to the Vice President a $100,000 donation meant for the National Disaster Management Agency. Senegalese President Abdoulaye Wade has appointed a new elections minister amidst calls by the country's opposition for the sacking of the Interior Minister who held that responsibility. And Norway's Muslim community is gripped by fear after last week's killer of 76 people claims his action was to save Europe from Muslim influence. That's the news at 2000 hours. The next bulletin will be on at 2200 hours. Stay tuned.
Thank you. Fine, thank you.
You're not scared of that reptile behind you?
Yeah, a little bit,
Did you touch it?
I did.
Let me see you touch it again.
No. No.
Tragically, crocodiles and the persistent mystery they depict is still essential to the people of Bakau. Welcome to Expedition Gambia. I am Ibrahim Jata. On this edition of the expedition, we attempt to find out how an extraordinary biodiversity endured the test of time and unceasing urbanization defining its surrounding locality. Why and how did the professed sacred Kachikali pool come into existence? And why is it so important to still maintain this asset of nature? That's the expedition after this break.
Here. We love the Gambia, we love the people here, we love the warmth, we love the Gambian smile.
Expedition Gambia!
For the people of Bakau, the sacred Kachikali crocodile pool still holds and signifies a deep traditional meaning, whose sustenance and continued existence still stands as the greatest feature of the growing metropolis. Now, what did it take to maintain and preserve such an invaluable ecosystem? Welcome to this proud metropolis of Bakau, abounding in a radiant summer spectacle. New attributes and the trait of increasing urbanization seem to have done little to reduce or affect the persistent mystical significance of the town's greatest characteristic, the sacred Kachikali crocodile pond. Over 20 crocodiles inhabit what many have described as the most traditionally sanctified site in the country, signifying firmly embedded cultural norms and values still existing despite the evolution of years. 4 classes of crocodiles have been identified in the Gambia, but the Kachikali pool contains only one, the Nile species, which lives to 100 years. Unlike their other kind, the crocodiles at the sacred pool are absolutely tamed, and visitors can even attempt a field or close contact with the outsized reptiles.
It grows 6 meters, as I said.
6 meters, that's its tallest
yes, height. When it's 100 years,
okay.
They can live
up to 100 years.
100 years, and they can stay without food for 6 months because they preserve more energy than we. Okay. As you can see, their breathing in and out is very slow, so that shows you that.
Okay, so they can relax for a long time.
Yeah, without moving. Yeah, so they preserve more energy than we. Yes, so they live longer. You see, and you see these cuts. You know, they're cold-blooded, so they slightly lift this up to allow the sun energy to pass through their body. Yes, that will keep them warm in the afternoon and so on.
Okay, so these are to allow heat to permeate into their system.
Yes. Okay. And here you have the air sac. Yeah. Okay. They store air in there, and when they go deep in the water, they use that air.
You also said earlier that they are extremely sensitive.
Yeah. As you can see the head, you can see the lines there. You know, they have a very bad sight, but very sensitive, you know.
Okay.
So they can sense things from distance, you know. Yeah. And
They can see it.
yes, and track their movement and so on and everything. So, and in this position, they are very fast in attack.
Oh.
Yes.
Even in this relaxed position,
Yeah.
you mean they can be very fast in attack?
Yes. Lolo there's goma na wide,
Yes.
you know.
That's it.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. They are killing machines.
So you mean they're swift and nimble?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Very fast. And
Okay.
like this one grip is about 5 tons.
5 tons.
Yes.
Okay.
They have a very powerful muscle to close, but very weak to open. So when it grabs,
Yes. It
it
takes some time
slips
to open.
yeah, because the muscles are weak.
So
to
this is why
open.
it causes more damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The longer it grips you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine the power of this jaw is 5 tons.
5 tons.
Yeah. One grip.
That's why I want to be a little scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
You see?
Okay. And you say they can live up to 100 years.
Yes. Yeah.
Now that means that we have some crocodiles here which must be older than okay, a lot of people around now.
I think they are the oldest reptiles in the world because they are the leftovers of dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. Okay.
You know.
And you can still see the characteristics of the dinosaur in them.
In them, yeah. They are the leftovers, yeah.
Kim Cham traveled with a group of students from England who are discovering the Gambia for the first time. A day's sojourn at the Kachikali Pond gave them just the experience to describe the vacation as extremely exhilarating. Kim Cham, you're here with 32 students from Great Britain experiencing the professed secret Kachikali pool. This must be an amazing experience.
Yeah, I think everybody's had a really exciting time. The first time most of us have seen a crocodile, let alone touch it. So it's been fantastic, and to discover all about the different culture here. The sacred pond, which used to hold a variety of connotations in the former times, is still being utilized in different forms by the people of the community. Visitors and many others who, according to the keeper of the place, Dudu Bojang, come from diverse places to look for blessings and sanctity.
The history of Kachikali have been narrated many times through the media and so on and so forth. But today it's having 3 important aspects. 1 political, 2 social, and the 3rd one is the spiritual aspect of it. When you come to the political aspect, it's the most tourist attraction in the Gambia. It attracts not only tourists but as well as Gambians. And when you come to the spiritual aspect of it, many people come here for spiritual healings, and especially women who are barren, those who are sick, and so on and so forth. And the social aspect of it, when the people of Bakau in the Gambia at large, they have problems or any personal things they have to do, they come here for a spiritual sacrifice and so on, yes.
So the Kachikali Pond stands for just more than one thing to the people of Bakau and for the Gambian people, people in general.
Yeah. Yes. For example, when the Gambia is at war, all these soldiers will be brought here for a spiritual bath. And I'll give you an example. In the Second World War, the Gambian battalion fought against an entire company, which is a bit surprising.
Is this spiritual, backup support still existing here?
Of course, it's still existing. One thing is lacking is research on spirits in the Gambia, because I've never seen any researcher who came here doing some research on spirits and how they work, you know. And